The one we could finally like seriously answer this from a Jets roster and like take a real run at it.
So a while ago, Daniel Jeremiah had this tweet about building championship level team and like what the foundational players necessary to do so are, and he had kind of a setup of certain number of from each position or in terms of playmakers and things like that. So he had one quarterback, so you need an elite quarterback. You need 2 pass rushers. You need 3 offensive playmakers, 3 defensive playmakers, and 3 quality offensive linemen. So we'll start with the one quarterback. I don't know if did we hit it? Did we?
We have a quarterback that is good enough for the Jets to win a championship with. I think it's safe to say that. So that's the first time we've been able to say the Jets have had the one since. I don't know. I guess 98 Vinny was probably like the last time you would say that, or like the one stretch of Pennington before he got hurt. Right. But you wouldn't have said that about Sanchez. Fitz was like lightning in a bottle, so it's really the first time since 98 probably. Just a little gap.
Yeah, a little gap for sure. So two pass rushers is the next one. I'd say they're about there. We got Quinnen.
Quinnen's a definite one. He's coming off a double-digit sack. He's one of the best interior rushers. But
exactly. I think it's going to be about whoever the next ascender is, whether it's Carl Lawson, John Franklin Myers, Jermaine Johnson takes a leap, Bryce Huff produces. There's so many candidates for the second role that I feel like it's definitely more than enough.
There's enough there to say, too. You could be like, count Lawson as a half, count Huff as a half, count Johnson as a half, count JFM as a half. There's enough there. We're checking the box on 2.
We're good there. We're good.
Yes.
How do you think offensive playmakers? 3?
Garrett Wilson, of course.
Right.
Brees, post-bye week, where he's recovered, would have to certainly be there. 3, you would say... If I'm arguing that they have 3, you could go 3 different ways. You can say Lazard is going to be good enough with the chemistry with Rodgers where he can be a strong enough complementary receiver to have 800-900 yards, 6-7 touchdowns, and do the job. Hardman, with the lack of attention that he's likely to get opposite of Wilson and Lazard, will free up enough and has enough speed to be that guy. And maybe Conklin, who was disappointing in a way last year, but had pretty good production, but is not going to have a better quarterback. So it's probably more like 2.5 if we're being fair.
Yeah.
But it's not far off.
Right. There's definitely a path there.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So we got, let's say 2.5 for offensive playmaker. Now defensive playmaker feels like we're okay there. So we got, I'll exclude the pass rusher actually. I think that's fair. Well, I'll say that's fair for now.
Yes, but fair for now. I mean, Sauce, because he's good enough where I think he checks that box. Yeah,
for sure, absolutely, yes. I think DJ Reed can be considered a defensive playmaker. I think he's pretty locked down. Everyone's kind of course, everyone wants to bring up pick numbers and stuff like that. Production will come, I feel like, but I think in terms of defensive playmaking, he's incredible. He shuts things down. I think he could count. We can maybe say a half there. Yeah. Would you consider C.J. Mosley as a defensive playmaker?
It's hard because he is still one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL.
Right.
If you're going playmaker in terms of sacks and turnovers forced, it's probably not going to be him, right? Because he's going to probably He's going to have like 1 to 2 interceptions, 1 to 2 forced fumbles a season, maybe 1 or 2 sacks. He's still a coach out there. He's still putting everyone in the right position, and he's still great at what he does. So I think when they say defensive playmaker, what comes to my mind more is like that, like CGG. I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce his name anymore because I'm still pissed that they didn't get. I can't say his initials right. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson running around like intercepting passes, or a rangy free safety who has like 5 picks and like 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. But I think you could give a half with Mosley and probably a half with Reed. And I think if Sauce is one of the best corners in the league, if not the best corner in the league this year, then like you give him the full 1.
True. Yeah. Man, I really hope the turnovers come this year. I was talking about in the cornerback breakout candidates group. just the possibility of Michael Carter being the type of person that might kind of pop